When running a cable into a metal electrical box that contains a cable clamp, remove a knockout tab on the top or bottom of the box. Feed in the cable, and then staple the cable to a stud within 12 inches from the box. When ready, tighten the cable and clamp inside the box in this manner. When you're using a plastic electrical box or one that doesn't contain a cable clamp, secure the cable to an adjacent stud by placing a staple within 8 inches from the box. For your working convenience, allow approximately 6 to 8 inches of extra cable to extend beyond the edge of the box. Later, you will prep these wires by stripping back the cable jacket to expose the inner wires. Remove and discard the paper separation material. Leave approximately 1/2 inch of the jacket showing inside the box. Use wire strippers to remove 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch of sheathing on each wire for the electrical connections you'll make later.
All right, again, just to elaborate on the practice, trade practice about pulling the cables to the boxes. And again, I'll talk about that loop I want you to leave above the box. But I also like to strip the cable prior to entering the box. If you'll notice there, they show that you should have about 1/2 inch of the cable jacket inside the clamp. Well, if you're A, not leaving any slack on the outside like they demonstrate here, and B, if you're trying to strip the cable after it's entered the box, how are you going to safely get that jacket off up to within 1/2 inch of the cable clamp? So I like to strip the outside exterior jacket off the cable first, and then I push it into the box and leave my proper loop. And in the course here, they talk about stripping the insulation off of the conductors. I like to leave that to the end, and especially I don't bend the loops until I'm doing my finishing and ready to put the devices on. Again, link to my Secrets of the Internet Electrician to demonstrate that a little better. The only time I will strip a bit of a conductor is when I need to identify it as, say, the common screw terminal for a 3-way switch. Then I might strip a little bit just to signify that that is the common conductor. But strip them after. There's lots of time for that. And like I said, never bend the loop, because when you pull those conductors out, when you're ready for finishing, that loop can scratch or even cut your finger as you go to try to pull the cables out of the box.